Hello there, this is John V, Software Evangelist at Jscape, and you're watching a Jscape MFT server tutorial. In today's video, we'll teach you how to automate file transfer processes using triggers. Triggers provide a much easier way of automating file transfer processes. Normally, file transfer automation is done by writing scripts or batch files. The problem with scripts is that the person who wrote them will likely be the only one who can easily understand their inner workings. Once that person leaves, you would have a problem managing, auditing, troubleshooting, or modifying those scripts whenever you need to. Triggers makes automation tasks much simpler. Let me show you an example. Let's say we want to create a trigger that would send out an email to an admin each time a file is uploaded by the account whose username is jsmith. Generally speaking, triggers have three main components: an event type, a condition, and a trigger action. Let me introduce you to those three components through this example. An event type is basically an event that a trigger listens for. If an event occurs, all triggers listening to that event will be notified. Examples of events include a specific time of day, a file upload, an account creation, and many others. For our example, let's use the file upload event type. What will happen is that if a file is uploaded to our MFT server, this trigger will be notified. Sometimes several triggers will be listening to the same event. To narrow down to a specific trigger, you can create trigger conditions. Conditions allow you to filter matching events even further and exclude those whose properties don't match the trigger conditions specified. So for example, we can tell this trigger to respond only to those file uploads whose uploading user account has a username of jsmith. All other file uploads will be disregarded. To do that, we simply enter the following trigger condition. Let me elaborate on that a bit. Each event comes with its own set of properties, and each property is denoted by a variable that in turn comes with a corresponding value. You can see which variables are supported by a particular event by clicking the Variables button. So these are the variables supported by the file upload trigger event type. Notice that username is one of them. You can also specify functions, constants, operators, and even time expressions. Time expressions can come in handy when you're creating time-based triggers or scheduled file transfers. We've already created a video for that, so feel free to watch it later. Once you've specified a trigger condition, click Next. The last component is the trigger action. This is where you specify the action or actions you wish this trigger to perform. For this example, let's say we want this trigger to send out an email to the server administrator. We then configure all relevant settings for sending out the email. If you may recall, this trigger will send out an email to the specified email address each time a file has been uploaded by the user jsmith. For more information and examples of triggers, just click the links in the description. With that, we end our tutorial on automating file transfer processes